Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from Moxy Mojo, and this is Junk Journal January for 2024. Today is prompt 3, Throwback. I was born in the 60s, the late 60s, so I consider myself really to be a child of the 70s. One thing I'd forgotten about until Wendy's swap for Dephemerember arrived was the blankets on my bed, and I have to say that the blanket from my childhood is still on what was my bed now. So whenever I go down to Christchurch, we stay in the spare bedroom, and the blankets are made of this fluffy blanket wool, only it's hatched with yellow and orange. And to this day, I remember how warm and snuggly those blankets were. So this heart kind of became my inspiration for this page. I have my journal here, and this is my page, and I thought what would be really cool would be to create almost like a heart in here. So I've got some scrap paper and cut out a template. And yes, I know it's going on to the next page again, but I thought that could probably be used for tomorrow's prompt, which is a tuck spot. So let me just kind of sneak in that maybe I'm trying to get ahead, or at least catch up here. So we'll put my heart aside for now, because to be honest, I think this needs to be sewn on somewhere and not in my journal. So I'll keep this, maybe it's my new snuggle blanket. So I've got my heart. I want to cut something out that's going to cover both pages, even though we're not going to do anything with the second page till tomorrow. So we'll put the journal aside for now. Now I looked through some scraps of paper for something that was big enough. I thought about this purple, and it's handmade paper, and I know it's absolutely beautiful, but I think it's too pale for what I want. There was this, but it's not quite big enough. And same with the pink and this green, just not quite large enough. So I like this one, and especially as it's got this purple touch in the middle here. Now this was a piece of scrap paper from Tanya in Australia for our Dephemerember scrap sisters swap, and I haven't used it, but I love it, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I put it into this journal. I've also pulled out a whole lot of purple and white and a little bit of pink ephemera pieces that remind me of when I was back in the day scrapbooking. I used to love these mulberry paper flowers because they were flat, and I liked a flat scrapbooking layout. I didn't like anything that was too bulky, so it reminds me of those days. So for now, let's just start with making our background, and then we'll see what we can do with these flowers. So I've folded my paper roughly in half, trying to follow one of the printed lines on here. And this is the back side. This is the side that I'm going to have up on the page. So on the back here, I am going to sketch around my pattern so that I can then cut it out. Now what I'll probably do is cut it or fold it in half like this and then cut this way. So that way I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get my scissors down into this point. So we will just do our sketch around, and it doesn't matter if I'm not exactly on there, or even if I cut it on the line. This is just, to be honest, a guideline. So here we go. I'm going to start up the top and cut around, and I expect that this will be probably a little bit misshapen because the paper I'm using has got all these creases and folds in it already, which adds a beautiful texture to it. And look at that scrap there. I have plenty there that I can use elsewhere. So we'll put that over to one side. So here is my heart. Now it's quite broad compared to its height, but that's okay for what I want. So what we're going to do is put it in here as my tuck spot. Now that it's cut out, do I prefer this side or this side? Oh, I mean, that was the side I was originally going to use. I love the browns here, but I love this colour a bit more. Look how that green and purple just mesh. Okay, I think we're going this way. Alright, so we will fold this the other way. No one will ever know. Alright, so what I'm going to do is glue it down the center of the page, and then I'll glue on this side. Do I want to create a pocket? Because this side's going to become a tuck. So I'll only sort of glue to about here, so I can then tuck into there. But what do I want to do with this side? Do I want to do the same? Or do you just want to have that as a background? Maybe matching tuck spots. Right, we'll start with the centre fold. Now I'm just going to weigh these pages down. These are some, like it's a spring clip, I guess. I picked them up at Daiso, but they're really heavy, so that means I can weigh down the pages without having to worry about clipping them together. Now, I'm recycling the insides of, or the extra pages I should say, they're not the insides, of napkins. So I've split the napkin apart, and rather than just throw these away, they're perfect for like clean-up bits. And I've talked so much that my glue has started splurting out. So now I'm going to try and get this as close to on the line as possible. Alright, that's there. So I'm just going to do this bit first, and there's our bottom, and line up the centre, and there. So I want it just above the bottom of the page, and I thought some of that might squirt out. Doesn't that look gorgeous, that colour? I could just sit here and admire it. So now I'm roughly going to come up probably about to here. We'll see how we go. And there. one side. Do we want to come up a bit more? Yeah. A part of me kind of wants to come up to here. So yeah, maybe I will come up just a little bit more. Just it didn't look like it was going to really hold much in there. Right, and then, so we need to come up to about there on this side, so that it's the same. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but, you know, kind of the same. You know, unidentical twins. Right, there we go. So now we've still got plenty of space there for tucking things into our tuck spots, our dual tuck spots. That sounds a bit flash and fancy, doesn't it? Right, so now ignore this side of the page. We're onto this side here only. So what have we got by way of goodies? So the tags, and the tags can go up there. Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies can go up there. Now I'm torn. Retro me says leave the white outlines on. Current me says no, they're horrible, fussy cut them away. What do I do? I've got no idea. So now I want these to decorate our heart. But the question is, how do we decorate it? Do we go onto this page here or not? I want to try not to, I think. So that looks quite cool there. And then we can put that there. And then we want flowers, and or maybe I think I want the lighter one up there. And maybe do I want that one on there? And then we have this one we can put there. And then, for good measure, layer it. Oh, those are the days, layering flowers. The only problem is we kind of lose that heart. I'm not sure if that's what I want. I want to see the heart. So maybe, well, why can't we do some clusters over here? So 1, 2, 3. No, they're still too big. Maybe we just do like, say, those ones there, and then these ones here. Or why not up in this corner? See, obviously I haven't really thought this through. Or do we go that one there, that one, oh hang on, no, it would have to be big one there, sort of following the line of the heart. That one and that one. That looks quite cool. And then we can go this way for that one, or can we layer that one up? Now, why not go that way up instead of that way? Then we can do layered heart that way. Now where are we going to put our tag? We can, now hang on, I've got a little wee hole there I need to make. Right, just going to pull out my crocodile. That's the small side. Nearly used the big side. Now there's a hole there, but it hasn't gone all the way through. So we are going to centre that, and now there's a hole, although it's not very straight, and I can't get the dot out of there now. Found. There you go. Put you back. Right. Do I want to put, maybe I'll put eyelets in them. That one will be a big one, will it? Or will that one be a small one? Don't know. Have to have a look. But that would be very retro too. And then maybe, what if we have them hanging off that side there? I don't like that one. That one would be okay. Have that one. See, I'd kind of thought of them going that way. Kind of got it into my head. But I like the idea of that. And what about that? Not sure about the pink one. Right, so now we've got our cluster there, our flowers there. Then we can put our stamp there, maybe down there, and if we use that pink butterfly, then we'd have pink there to match. Oh no, that's a bit modern. Bit modern looking. Even that one doesn't look too bad. Okay, so then we can put maybe pink butterfly here, and we've got two other butterflies around there. I've got some other bits I can include, but do we want something in the background now? It's a bit late given that I've stuck the heart down, but we can use stencils and ink. That's something I haven't done for a wee bit. Oh, I need that later. So let me find, I think, a butterfly or floral stencil. I've found this floral stencil. I can't remember who it's from, and I can't see a name on there. So I'm not sure if it's the Crafter's Workshop or Delusions. I will check, and if I can find an answer, I will add it to the video. So I'm going to put this on kind of an angle here to get kind of the most of the blank space. I've pulled out Distress Ink in Milled Lavender and Dusty Concord. I've also pulled out Distress Oxide Wilted Violet. Not sure if I'll use that one or not. Maybe just a few highlights, but definitely these two here. So I'm just going to do a light background, or at least that's the plan. It may change somewhere between here and the ink getting on the page. And I'm using one of my makeup brushes that I've got just to give us a nice light sort of shadowy feeling. And if it goes over here onto the other page, I'm not at all worried in the slightest. So I just want a little bit of colour. And you may not see a lot on there at all. We'll wait until we lift it up and just colour in this corner as well. I think I need to shift that down where I can actually reach it. That's a bit better. And I'm not worried if the colour goes on unevenly. That's probably even better. And you can see there already the texture of this acrylic paint paper is just being brought up, or brought out I should say, by this ink going on the top like this. I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't move at all, which is easier said than done as it just moves. It's not the end of the world. I'm not worried. And I'm also not worried if the heart gets a little bit of ink on it at all. Alright, try and keep that there. So that was the Milled Lavender. Now I'm going over and just in a few places with some Dusty Concord. Whoops, I don't need the lid, I want that there. So, there, that looks about right. Shift that up there a wee bit. Maybe just in sort of like the centre of the flowers. Ah, don't move. I knew I should have taped it down. Let's see what that looks like, and then we'll decide if we want to do anything else. Ooh, no. That looks cute. I like that. Yep, no, I like that. And that's okay, don't mind that. That one's partly on there. Sweet. We're done. So we don't need those anymore. Don't need those. I need to put a label on that one so I know what I've used it for. Right, let's just check there's no excess ink on there. Now I need to clean that off, but I'll do that at a later stage once we've finished. So we've got that there. Now we are going to adhere everything in place. So we know up in this top corner is white. Yeah, no, white. And now we're going to stick out. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm just going a little bit wider than the centre, just because I don't trust these petals staying on very well. And I'm going to put this on an angle so that these two can be seen, even if these two are not quite so clear. And I like that one there. So 3 different lots of petals, but who cares? Right, so we have that there. Right, so now we have down on this one, whoops, we have our first butterfly. Keep you away from the edge. Right, so then we have 1, 2. So we're going that way and that way, I think, do we? Or that one and that one. I think I like that way better. Okay, so, and again, I'm going and out from the centre a wee bit with these petals. There's my centre fold. Just need to keep them away from the fold a little bit. There we go. So that, let's just check that it will fold over. We'll make sure of it. There goes my phone. Someone sent me a message. Inconsiderate. Oops, wanted that one on top. One. There, and we'll put that so that we can see those dots there, because why not? And this one, which is nice and strong, we can go there. I like that. Right, so we've still got access to our tuck spot. Yep. So now we want to add the stamp from the Netherlands. Where do we want that? Wherever it lands, pretty much. There we go. Couldn't have asked for a more perfect colour of stamp, could I? And then, now, here we go. Do we want to remove the white? No, I think because we're going with, what was it? Throwback. We're leaving the white edge on the butterfly. But I will stick them down with glue. Right, there we go. Just because, you know, I don't trust some of the sticky on these labels, or sticky on the stickers. Now, we try around that way there. Yeah, nice. And then we have, whoops, that's not one. This one here, yep, I think you need to be on there. No! Stay! Sit, elbow, sit! Does anyone else remember the ad? I remember the line, I don't know that I remember the ad. It was something to do with dog food, I think. And butterflies going that way. Ooh, that's quite thick, isn't it, already? Now, we want these two, 1 and 1. You can sit on that flower up there. Oh, forgot about my label. So you can't just sit there. And I forgot to date yesterday's prompt. Duh. I'm atrocious. Alright, there. There we go. You're on there. Just check there's no ink. No glue. What are you, Paula? Seriously. Right, now, okay, we're going to put the pin in there for the moment. Because, come here, pin. No, I did not say I want to chase you around the desk. Seriously. Maybe. Maybe not. No ink on there. Right, so what purple are you? Are you wilted violet? You might be by the look of that. Yes. Good guess. See, I knew I needed you out. Oh dear, who are you kidding, Paula? I mean, seriously. Everyone knows you're making up this rubbish on the fly. Stop trying to sound like you know what you're talking about. Alright, now, we might as well use this on the pink as well. We've got 2 pink things, so the third one will be nice. Right, there we go. So you can go up there. You can go back over there where I'm not going to get purple over everything. Now, oh, actually I should have done that side too if I'm going to have you sticking out. Didn't think about that, did you? No. Does anyone else talk to themselves like this, or am I the only crazy person who does it? And this is not just for the camera, trust me on that one. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now, so we're going to put that one there, sticking out. If we bring it down to there, then it'll stick out between there. Good plan, Stan. I'm going to put you over the top. Or, actually, yeah, I quite like over the top. Right, so pin down. Now, we are just going to be very rough and ready around there, because I know not all of the tag will be down on the purple tag, mauve tag, lavender tag, whatever you want to call it. So that's there. That does look quite nice. Yep, see, look at that. Whoops. off kilter, but hey. Right, maybe we will. Where's the large punch? Right, so let's just go. Oh, see, look at that. Now the holes line up, and that's not an issue. Where there is a will, there is a way. Right, so now we are going to, if we line up from there, so we're going to go there, straight across there, down the side, and we're lining up with there. Nice, like that. Very cute. And then our last butterfly. Is going to get the glue treatment. And you're going to sit on there and over our label, over our little wee tags, like that. Okay, that is very nice, kind of sweet. I think it's a throwback. I hope you agree. What I do need to do now though is put on here. Now what pen do I want to use? That's the next question. Because that is mulberry paper, if I use my normal pen, it's just going to go bleh. So I think I will use just a ballpoint pen. So this is, where is it? Come here, my lovely. So this is the third. So we want third of Jan 2023, and then because I look at journals this way, I'm going to do that, and then because I would do this, I'm going to do a little bit of that as well, because I would have done that back in the day. So there we go. This is today's prompt. We have our little wee butterflies. We've got a little wee tuck spot. I like that very much. Now the only thing I need to do is go over to here and yep, make sure that folds down, and somewhere on here, I think this is it. So this was 2nd of Jan 2024. Did I write 2023 on that one? Yes, I did. How many of you were shouting at the screen when I said did that? Right. That wasn't very clever of me, was it? So there, 20, this will probably not be the first time I do this. 24. Okay, on that note, I'm calling it a day. I need to go sort out my calendar, obviously. I hope you've had a great day. I look forward to seeing you back in the studio for the next prompt. Bye for now.